everybody, it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share a card featuring the new STAMPtember exclusive Celebrate Your Day stamp set, which is part of the STAMPtember release in conjunction with Reverse Confetti. So Reverse Confetti is the creator of this set, and they've created it special for Simon Says STAMPtember. So I'm going to use the set to do some embossed resist and also create a tone-on-tone effect on top of the ink blending that I do for the embossed resist. So I'm starting off by taking the large Celebrate sentiment that's included in the set, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down all over this background in a straight line going up and down the panel, and I'm stamping that in some clear ink from Simon Says Stamp so that I can put some embossing powder on top of that. So I'm sprinkling on some white embossing powder, and as I sprinkle on the powder, that's allowing me to then heat set it and know where I've stamped already, so that way I continue stamping down the panel and know where I've already done my stamping, because clear ink is of course clear, so you can't see it. I'm going to continue stamping this all the way down this panel until I have it completely covered. And I'm leaving some space in between each of the celebrates that I stamped down onto this panel, because I'm going to be doing, like I said, that tone-on-tone stamping on top of it in a little bit. So I've stamped this entire piece and added on the embossing powder and heat set it. Now I can do the emboss resist by ink blending some Simon Says Stamp inks on top of this. Because the embossing powder is a slick surface, it resists the ink. So I'm going to go ahead and start by ink blending some Hot Lips and Clementine ink onto the top part of this panel. And I'm going to blend these together, and that's going to create like an orange tone in between the two colors. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of Jellybean. This is one of my favorite green colors. All of the inks that I'm using here are from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm using a mini ink blending tool to do all of my inking. So this Jellybean is an in-between color between the SCUBA ink that I'm now adding on top of here. Now that's creating a really nice blend between the green and that teal color. And then my final tone that I'll add is the Hot Mama color, which is a really beautiful pinkish purple color. As I'm ink blending, you can see I have a card here that I'm just using to hold down my paper, and that's so I don't get any fingerprints on top of the blending that I've already done while it's still drying. Now I can go ahead and take a rag and buff off all of the ink that's sitting on top of those embossed Celebrate sentiments. And you can see that the ink comes off really nicely. We have nice white sentiments now on top of this beautiful ink blended background. So now I'm going to do the tone-on-tone stamping. There's a bunch of really cute sentiments included in this set that you can stamp with the word Celebrate, and I thought it'd be fun to stamp a bunch of them in between the Celebrate words in the same colors that I had done my ink blending with. So here I've stamped Time to Party with the Hot Lips. Now I'm going to go ahead and stamp This Calls for Cake in Clementine. And I'll again stamp all of these in the same colors that I used to do the ink blending, and I'm alternating which sentiments I use to stamp in between the word Celebrate. Now I also use those smaller sentiments to stamp onto 3 different pieces of cardstock. I've used black, a teal color, and also red. These I'm going to heat emboss with white embossing powder, and I'm going to end up popping these up on top of my panel. These are going to call out all of the sentiments that we have in our card. So I'm arranging these into the center of the card on a kind of a wonky angle, and all of these are not straight. I really like the playful feel of that. I also brought in some new sequins from Simon Says Stamp. These are the rainbow confetti sequins, and I picked out colors that went nicely with the colors in my background, and then I added those with some PPA matte adhesive. This card is so colorful and really fun, and I love how you were able to create this entire card using just sentiment stamps. So I hope that this has inspired you to use the Reverse Confetti Celebrate Your Day stamp set, and also get some inspiration for just using some sentiment stamps in general and using them in a fun way to call out a sentiment in your card and make a fun background. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more inspiration. If you like this stamp set, remember that this is a limited edition set, so you can only get it while it's still available, and I have links to the stamp set down in the video description below. If you enjoyed, here are 2 more that you might like featuring some STAMPtember exclusives. Thanks so much for watching this video. I will see you again very soon with another one, and have a great day. Bye!